What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock, why the stock keep continuing to go to the upside, who are the buyers that are driving the stock price to continuously go up within the past few days, within the past few weeks. I'm also going to be going over exactly why Nikola stock is going to the upside, why is it not crashing right now. I'm going to go over in detail some of the important news and events that could potentially affect the stock price of Nikola within the next few days, next few weeks, guys. I'm also going to go over exactly what happened in the stock market and important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for tomorrow. So make sure you stay to the end of the video. I'm going to go over all this important information coming up. Alright, before we get into the video, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. Yesterday, we talked about this new IPO, Snowflake Incorporated, with ticker symbol SNOW. As you can see over here today, it's up 111.61% to the upside. The anticipated price for this company, IPO, was around $120. It was showing that exact same price even on Robinhood right when the market opened. As you can see, the stock shot up significantly and it went even down to go to the downside around to $231. And a lot of people were saying that they lost a significant amount of money since they chased it right out of the gate. But however, if you still hold it, you're still going to be right in the middle. But the most important thing you need to understand was getting involved with IPOs is the dangers of the first few days that these companies are going to have. The market is going to be super volatile. If you get involved in it, it's going to be super choppy. The price is going to be in discovery mode for the next few days and weeks to come. So it's really important to stay aside and wait for the right opportunities to look at exactly what is the buyers and sellers are agreeing upon to trade this company at. So that's going to be an important price point that you can use to get involved in it. So, and if you really are passionate about investing in Snowflake, yes, they have a really massive investors that are getting involved in this company, and the company has a really great potential for growth for the future. But really stay on the sidelines and watch it, see how it trades for the next few weeks, and you will figure out exactly a good price point to get involved in this company. But at this current moment, the price swings are super high for you to be easily chopped off and be able to lose a lot of money in a short period of time. Unless you just want to buy and hold it for the forever, you can buy it, but still it's risky. You know, these IPOs can definitely go to the downside and sell off. You're just paying a lot of premium. A lot of institutional investors are involved in it right before the IPO, and they have the opportunity to pull the trigger and sell off for profit. So it's the majority of the people that are holding the bag that are going to be caught, and the bad side of the trade is going to be the retail investor. So be super careful and understand that. Now let's talk about exactly why Nikola Motors also just continues to go to the upside. As you can see over here, Nikola is up today 1.37%. Even in after hours, it's up positive 2.19% to the upside. And it's holding the $30 area as a support. It's respecting that price point. I'm going to go over exactly why this stock continues to go to the upside. So there's been two major positive news that came out, which is really important for this company, because the past few weeks, the past few days, there's been negative news coming out of for this company. The SEC investigating the company, and also yesterday we talked about the U.S. Department of Justice starting an investigation against Nikola Motors and some of the few claims that they made. They're investigating that. So today, however, we have two positive news that drove the stock price to go to the upside. So the first one is going to be, we had an analyst that came out and that said it's super optimistic for the future of Nikola Motors, because all of these negative news that came out are not really affecting some of the partnership and the orders that the company already has. And the price target of this analyst is saying that the stock could potentially go to around $49. And we have two analysts that's stating that the price target for this company is going to be $49, and the other one is saying that the price target is going to be $45. And they're optimistic that in the future the company can definitely work with the partnership that they made with General Motors, and they see the potential growth for this company within the next few years once they start production of their hydrogen vehicles. And also another important news that came out for Nikola Motors is that hedge funds are super optimistic about this company, and their holdings have increased significantly within the past few months. So the best stock pickers were getting more optimistic with Nikola Motors. So the number of long hedge fund bets advanced by 16% in the past few months, and Nikola Corporation (NKL) was in 29 hedge funds portfolios at the end of the second quarter of 2020. So the all-time high for this statistics is 13%. So that is fantastic. As you can see, hedge funds are getting involved in this company to see potential of growth for the future, and these hedge funds are not going to be the ones that are going to be flipping, getting out, selling out, just like the retail investors. They're in it for the long term. They have at least a price target or anticipation move that can last, or they're holding their position that can last for at least 3 to 9 months. So that is fantastic to see, the hedge funds position increasing in this company. However, in the short term, still the stock can definitely decline down based off of the results that can happen with the SEC and the United States Department of Justice. So they can come out and say that this company is a scam, and the stock can definitely go to the downside. However, we have another positive news that came out that's stating that the company is solid. They did their own due diligence before they invested in these companies, and they have the research to back up what they are claiming. So they're putting their money, a lot of money invested in this. These hedge funds invest a lot of money into these companies, so we definitely believe that they have faith on Nikola stock. So right now, if you wanted somebody that wants to short the company because of all the negative news that's been coming out, be super careful, because the price is respecting the $30 area. We've been talking about $30 a lot because this is where the price recovered over here when it had this huge sell-off that had happened based off of the PIPE investors selling off to the downside. Also, a lot of negative news coming out of the company because of their earnings. The stock went down over here, and because of the PIP investors selling off, and the stock eventually found support at $30 and recovered to the top over here, and right now still respecting that price point. So definitely expect this stock can lose this point if more negative news results come from the SEC or the United States Department of Justice. This stock can definitely tank to the downside, but in the short term, still the negative and the positive is balanced for this stock right now at this current moment. So don't really chase to get involved and get some puts, or get involved and get some calls, because right now it's a 50-50. Of course, you can bet it. However, be super careful. Now let's talk about Workhorse stock. Why is this company continuously going to the upside? It's been making monstrous moves for the past few days. As you can see over here, after it broke out of the $22 area, it's now looking back. Now it's edging closer to $30. Today it almost hit $28.30. The high that it made is 52-week high made is $28.20, and that is fantastic to see, because we're talking about this company when it was edging closer to $17 is the right time to get involved in it. We also had a price target over here. If it could potentially break out, then it's going to continue to go to the upside. Now let's talk about why this company is spiking to the upside. There's been a lot of institutions getting involved in this company. I'm also going to show you guys exactly how to figure out and where to get this specific information that you want to see. So what you do is, if you have this Webull platform, there's a link in the description box below. You can go and check out. You can plug in the Webull ticker symbol, and you'll be able to click on over here which says analyst, and you can come over here. You can check out the analyst reports, what they're expecting for this company, and you can come over here and talk about and look at institutional holdings. So as you can see over here, it increased by 26, and the new investors that got involved, new institutional investors, are 94, and it decreased by 17. And as you can see, the share that they got involved in it is right now increased by 7.01 million shares. So institutions are aggressively getting involved in this company. So that is a sign that they believe that the company has great potential. When institutions make their decisions, they don't look at they're going to be getting involved in it to sell out within the 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Institutions get involved in it for the long run. They can at least hold it for 6 months to a year. The minimum that they can hold is like for 3 months. So expect this stock price to significantly continue to go to the upside. They're seeing something positive that is going to potentially happen for this company within the next few weeks, within the next few months, within the next few years. That's why you're piling in that people are getting involved in this company. So, and you can also increase the size over here to see exactly the more detailed information over by clicking on that button over there. As you can see, as I mentioned over here, institutions ownership is 158. The total change increased by 111. So that is a lot. So the number of shares also institutions own is going to be 22.7 million, and the change is positive 10.47 million. So that is a lot of shares that institutions are buying in Workhorse. That's why you're seeing a continuous upside move. I know a lot of the retail investors that want to get involved in this company are already in it super early, when the stock was trading at around $10, when it broke out to $16, when it was just consolidating within that price. There's been a lot of retail investors that got involved in it, but now institutional investors time they saw potential for it. They're kind of late in a moment, but they start to see the potential of a Workhorse stock. That's why you see the stock price continues to go to the upside, and the number of change of institutional ownership is going to be 9.96%. So that is fantastic to see, and analysts are giving Workhorse a buy right now. The majority of them, now almost all of them, are saying it's a buy, or strong buy. 40% are saying it's a strong buy, 40% are saying it's a buy, and 20% is going to be a hold, and you have 0% sell and 0% are saying that it's a sell right now. So that is phenomenal to see, and the high that they think the stock's going to go is going to be $27. We already clipped that price point in after hours. You can see it's already at $27.26, and the average is going to be $24, and the low that they believe is going to be $20. So that is phenomenal for this company. So definitely keep an eye and pay attention to it. Now I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do for Workhorse stock for the upcoming week, for the upcoming weeks, guys. So if you are sitting in a very solid amount of profit at this point in time, is definitely a great time to keep holding your shares, because there's still going to be more positive news that can come out in the future that can make the stock to even spike up higher. The stock could potentially go even double if there's going to be a USPS contracts deal that's going to be announced in the future. And that is one of the main things that a lot of people initially got involved in the company too, anticipating this deal, and this stock could potentially spike up to $35, $45, even $50. So that's going to be a 100% gain for this company. So definitely keep an eye on Workhorse stock, guys. So now let's talk about exactly what happened to this stock market today. Yesterday we talked about there's going to be an announcement. The Fed is going to be coming out, and Jerome Powell is going to be doing a press conference to talk about interest rates, and that really did not significantly affect the stock price, the stock market, to go to the upside to the downside a little bit. It was just on average. The market opened around like 241, ended at 390, 339, and as you can see, the four companies that really dragged the market to close to the downside are mainly caused by Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and Microsoft. These big boys, if they do not do the lifting, the stock market is eventually going to go to the downside a little bit, even to the red side, even though we have other sectors like the energy sector that are doing a phenomenal job today, because I think oil prices went up a little bit. So that is why energy stocks are doing fantastic today. And also we have the financial sectors that are doing pretty good, except for PayPal. And we also had some retail sales numbers that came out that were not super positive. So we saw some slight weakness a little bit in some of the retail stocks. But however, overall the stock market was doing pretty good. There was expected to be a lot of volatility because of the interest rates announcements and the Jerome Powell speech and things like that, but really it did not affect it that much. It's only the major companies, only a few companies that dragged the market to the downside. So the big boys, even Tesla stock pulled back to the downside today. So tomorrow we have a lot of important economic reports that we need to pay attention to for Thursday, September 17. We got at 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims. It's going to be for the state program estate. It's going to be for September 12. The previous was at 884,000. The median forecast is 870,000. We also have at 8:30 a.m. we got the initial jobless claims. It's going to be for the total NSA. It's going to be for September 12. The previous was 1.7 million. And also at 8:30 a.m. we got the continuing jobless claims state program essay. It's going to be for September 5. The previous was 13.39 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the continuing jobless claims total NSA. It's going to be for the month of August 29. It's going to be for the day of August 29. The previous was 29.61 million. And also at 8:30 a.m. we got the housing starts SAAR. Is going to be for the month of August. The previous was 1.5 million. The median forecast is 1.2 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the building permits SAAR. Is going to be for the month of August. The previous was 1.5 million, and the median forecast is 1.55 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. It's going to be for the month of September. The previous was 17.2, and the median forecast at 13.1. 0. So that is going to be all the important economic reports, and the time I mentioned are going to be all in Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you pay attention to this important reports that they can definitely affect the stock market. Specifically, the jobless claims numbers can definitely drag the stock market either to the upside or to the downside. So make sure you have a solid plan before you get involved in either Nikola or a Workhorse, any other company that you want to be trading. So I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. If you have any questions, any comments, drop it in the comment section below. If you want to sign up for Webull, there's a link in the description box below. If you want to join the Discord chat or support the channel on Patreon, link available in the description box below too, guys. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Have a wonderful day.